Your security operations personnel are not the only people that want to know the status and security posture of your cloud environments. Oftentimes, the management and executives of the organization want to know the status too, but do not normally have access to Prisma Cloud, much less want to gather this information for themselves. Therefore, Prisma Cloud has a tool for that, and it is called Alerts Reports. There are two report types in Prisma Cloud, a Cloud Security Assessment Report and a Business Unit Report. Let's create a couple of reports. Let's navigate to Alerts, and we'll select Reports. The first Alerts report we'll create is a Cloud Security Assessment Report. At Report Type, I'll select Cloud Security Assessment. At this point, it's important to know that when you create a Cloud Security Assessment Report, you are creating a report for a particular cloud type. That is, your report will only include an AWS, Azure, GCP, OCI, or Alibaba Cloud type. You can further filter the report based upon an account group, specific cloud accounts, regions, and a time range. Let's begin by entering a name for this report. I'll enter a report name for my organization. Next, I'll select my organization's account group. At Cloud Accounts, I can select a specific cloud account. At Region, I can select a specific region. At Time Range, I can select the time period for the data that will be collected in this report. I'll select past 3 months here to give us more data in our report. Very good, we've successfully created a Cloud Security Assessment Report. At this point, I can select to download or delete this report. Let's download the report. The Cloud Security Assessment Report is nicely formatted so you can quickly download it and send it to your leadership for their review. On the title page, you will see the Prisma Cloud tenant name, the date the report was generated, the time range for the report, any associated cloud accounts, and any associated cloud regions. The next page is the table of contents for the document. It includes an executive summary, configuration and compliance risks, network security risks, and IAM risks. The executive summary gives a high-level view of alerts associated with the cloud accounts. This includes the resources monitored, the number of accounts monitored, and how many open alerts. Then we have a graphical view and count of the alerts by status, open alerts by violation type, and open alerts by severity. The next section provides an executive summary of the configuration and compliance risk information. It provides the policy name, list of any associated labels, and resources that have passed or failed. Then at the top of the page, a legend for the severity of the policy, which is indicated by a color bar next to the policy name. In the last section of the report, we will find more details regarding the configuration and compliance risks. This time we are given detailed information, a description of the policy, details about which resource failed, and recommendations to remediate this configuration and compliance risk. Now let's talk about the second alerts report that we can create. Let's create a business unit report. We'll leave the report type as default with the business unit report. Then I'll give our report a name. At account groups, I'll select our account group. With a business unit report, I have a few additional options. It is important to note here that unlike the PDF file we downloaded with the Cloud Security Assessment Report, the business unit report is a CSV formatted file which has additional options to configure. The first is the detailed report option. With the detailed report option, I can have the report include a breakdown of the policy violations by cloud accounts. The next option is to have the report filtered by the respective compliance standard. With the business unit report, we also have the option to have the report emailed either to yourself or directly to the leadership. I'll enter my own email address so I can show you what it looks like when you receive a business unit report. With the email option, you can also select the option to use a custom email template. And lastly, you can have this report be a one-time report or set it up as a recurring report. For the purposes of this demonstration, I will select one time. Very good, we've created our business unit report. Once again, I have the option to download or delete the report. Instead of downloading the report here, let's check our email for the report. In the email I received, it includes details of the report, like the report name, associated tenant, account groups, and the time the report was generated. Notice at the bottom of the email we have the attachment of the report. Let's open it here. The report provides a listing of the policies and the associated cloud accounts, and in the last two columns is a status and failed resource count. At this point, you can send it as is to the leadership or edit the document with table formatting, charts, and methods used to make the data easier to interpret.